Today, a bit of a departure from my regular vlogging. I've not been 100% and really couldn't be asked vlogging anything, and I thought this Q&A that I put to you guys today would work brilliantly.
Yes.
I've not got a proper setup, I've no fancy lights, I've no proper camera, it's just a regular vlogging camera, but I have put it on a tripod. So hopefully this will work okay. I'm just not in the mood. Not in the mood. Not to be a downer.
I really like our professional setup. If we could have like stacked it on some books and called it done.
Close to. If only had enough books. Also, the lighting on here I don't think is very good. I've only got down lighting. So I can imagine when I come to edit this tomorrow, I'm going to be like, why did I do this?
You shouldn't cut corners.
I know, it's really late. She needs to go to bed. I need to go to bed. Pick it up, Chris. Pick it up.
We are going to do a Q&A.
Q&A. Third Q&A. No, our third Q&A.
No, first Q of our Q&A.
It is first Q.
First Q of our third Q&A.
Right, it's going to take forever if we fuck about it.
Okay, sorry.
Question number 1 from Amy Jinx. How many kids would you both like?
Oh, this is such a tricky one. I think 2, maybe 3.
I think 2 is a good number. 3, you can't get them in a car.
It is true.
And then they get a big, massive family car, and I'd rather avoid that.
You mean you don't want a bigger car?
If you mean a big fancy car, yes. If you mean just a big box on wheels, no, not really.
Okay.
Act of My Life says, favourite animal?
Dog.
Dog. Amy Jinx again.
Yeah? What did she say this
If
time?
money didn't exist, how would you spend your time?
What? I don't...
This might be a very long video.
That's a really tricky question. That's like deep thought question, not like
No,
Q&A.
quick Q&A, go.
With my family.
Family.
Yeah. Doing stuff, going places and being together.
We'd probably go on holiday to the Maldives more often.
I was going to say we could just live in the Maldives.
That would be good. Although it might get a bit boring. You can imagine all the Instagram posts and stuff from there.
Oh yeah.
There's like 3 things to show you. Blue sky, blue sea and sand. Oh, I can't pronounce your name, I'm afraid.
Duhits Cici.
What's your favourite song at the moment?
Whatever comes on the radio. I don't know some titles anymore.
I'm a bit of a girl on this one. We went to see La La Land recently, and I've been playing pretty much the album relentlessly. That is until we cancelled Apple Music, and I can't do that anymore.
So what's your favourite song from the La La Land album?
Just one of those, I can't remember. I don't know the name of the songs, but better than yours, whatever's on the bloody radio. No, I gave him like a handful of songs and a very specific genre. You just went, whatever's on the radio. Next one, what's your favourite Disney movie? By Chicken Shed My Life, you go.
Ever? I think The Lion King.
Beauty and the Beast. And I cannot wait for the remake.
About the same time as Pip though, so will we make it or won't we make it?
Oh, better make it. It's halfway between the two, we should definitely make it. If Pip comes that early, I'll be worried. What type of birth are you planning for? Cesarean, natural, epidural, blah blah blah?
Natural.
Natural.
With
epidural.
drugs as required.
Yeah, no.
Macho, brave.
What about water birth?
I'm not against water birth, but not the actual birth bit.
Okay.
Like the relaxing in the bath beforehand, I could totally go with that.
Chicken Shed My Life again. If you're planning to go to somewhere in the city this summer, which YouTubers would you like to meet for the first time? Yeah, we're gonna have a kid. I can't imagine we're going there this summer.
No. I would like to meet Fleur.
Fleur?
Yeah.
That's your girl crush at the moment.
Yeah, I like Fleur.
Quite frankly, I'd much rather meet you guys than other YouTubers.
Yeah!
So,
Oh, aren't you good?
Megan Louise. I have a barrage of questions from Megan Louise.
Okay.
She's also pressured me into making this video today, pretty much.
Because she supplied all the questions.
No, she was asking on Twitter when we're doing it.
So we should say hi, Megan.
Hi, Megan. When will you reveal Pip's name, before or after he arrives? Oh, that's a good question. I like that.
That is a really good question. I think after. At the moment, nobody knows Pip's name. So our parents don't know, siblings don't know, nobody knows. And yeah, well, we're making them wait as long as possible.
Yeah, we're not doing it to be mean.
No.
The biggest problem is we might change our mind, and we don't want people to be set on a name either because they've got t-shirts printed with the name on, or some random thing, and people can get quite... You'll say something to someone and they'll just get so fixated on whatever you've said. Yeah. This way, if we just keep it to ourselves, we can change it last minute and no one's none the wiser. So I think that's one of the biggest reasons. So, my phone's turned off. It's one of the biggest reasons for keeping it to ourselves. And we like the power of knowing that no one else knows what we're thinking. Although we were awake until about 2 o'clock last night, just in bed chatting about names.
And we didn't make any progress.
No, we didn't. But we think we know the name.
I know, I can't believe it. We think we know. Like for now, this week at least.
Chris, which sports car is your favourite? Mine's the R8 from Megan Louise. Okay, Megan. Lots of favourite sports cars. If you're talking something that is affordable, I love the BMW M4. It's about half the price of an R8. and it's functional, practical. You could fit a baby in the back.
How affordable is affordable?
Well, not for us. No, it's as far as sports cars go.
Okay.
It's probably one of the more affordable. An R8, you're talking around about 100 grand.
Right.
It's almost half that for it.
Oh, it's a bargain.
Relatively speaking.
Yeah.
Considering you won't let me have a bloody drone.
We can't have a drone. We don't have a... No. No. We're having a pip.
You could get about 50 odd drones for the price of...
Well, we definitely don't need 50 drones.
Or do we? Megan Louise, Jen, which brands of makeup are your favourite? This is kind of like asking her what music she listens to. It's whatever's on the radio.
Yeah, it's basically whatever's on sale.
Whatever's in your bag at the time.
Yeah. I wear makeup every day, but I don't have a brand that I tend to shop with. I buy number 7 at Boots because it seems to be reasonable quality and it's cheaper than some of the others. I like Barry M nail varnish, does that count?
There you go, that's a brand.
Makeup.
That's a brand though. You sound like you know something now.
Yeah, I currently wear George at Asda eyeliner.
George at Asda eyeliner.
Yeah, it's not great. It was fine to start with, but the brush kind of got really soft really quickly and now it's really hard to do.
That's because you bought George from Asda.
Yeah, don't buy George eyeliner.
Budget beauty vlogger.
Yeah, completely budget.
Which tubers were your inspiration to start YouTube? I was your inspiration.
You made me.
In all honesty, there wasn't really any one YouTuber. I just realised that there were YouTubers. The second I realised that it was a thing, I thought it would give me an opportunity to, I don't know, get a bit more confidence.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much it.
It was about documenting life and remembering things.
Yeah. For me, YouTubers, they kind of came after vlogging. Because once I realised vlogging was a thing, I then kind of watched other YouTubers for comparison to see what they get up to
and see how they did it. The first one that I watched properly was Tim Tracker.
Tim Tracker, yeah. But basically, we were going on holiday to Disney, and then this is in fact, Tim Tracker was probably one of the first vloggers, first YouTubers that we probably watched together as well. We watched it religiously before we went away in 2015.
We watched Tin Tracker and Crispy S'mores.
Crispy S'mores. So if you either know them or you're watching, last question from Megan by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Would you consider doing a meetup?
I can't see people would want to meet us.
My fear.
People want to meet us. That doesn't seem right.
My fear is that we agree to do some meetup.
And
we
no
meet up in a little coffee. Yeah, no one turns up.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem meeting up. The fear is nobody turning up and it being a waste and the embarrassment associated with that. I can imagine that would be disastrous.
Can you imagine if you told the coffee shop in advance? Like to warn them that it was going to get really busy. And
really busy, be
no
like, someone turns up. Come on, there's not that many people watching.
Oh.
Living the Dream on Twitter asked, how hard is daily vlogging with the stress and drama of everyday life? And do you argue a lot over vlogging? Daily vlogging is very difficult because you need to be in the mood, you need to have something to record, sometimes it's not that great, and then you need to go to the effort of editing it and then fit all that around going places and doing things. And when you've got a commitment, if I just uploaded my video any point in the day, whenever, and maybe easily we're happy to miss the upload and sort of like just do it the next day, I think it'd be a hell of a lot easier. The problem is committing to a 6 o'clock upload and making sure you either edit the day before if you're going to be away, or it is pretty stressful. Arguing is maybe a strong word. When I'm not in the mood, occasionally I'm not in the mood, and Jen picks up the slack, or I'm really busy and Jen picks up the slack, because when I'm at home I sometimes don't get away from work, or even if I can physically get away from work, in my head I'm still in work mode, and Jen often really picks up the slack. I think sometimes when I'm relying on her to pick up the slack and I say, have you vlogged anything? And she's like, no, and it's like 10 o'clock at night, that can get me stressed out. Yeah,
I don't think we don't argue about vlogging. We don't really argue about very much though.
I have creative control. Yeah,
yes,
not much of
it's Chris's vlog basically. You do the work. Yeah. Chris does all the editing and I occasionally come on camera. So for me it's not stressful. It's just a case of remembering to do it.
Adam Tom's favourite takeaway. I don't know what it's called, that Thai place in Harbour. Little Thai?
Thai.
Is it Little Thai?
Little Thai.
Okay, there's a Thai place in Harbour. We think it's called the Little Thai. It's awesome.
Really good.
Stupidly expensive though. It's about twice the price that we'd normally pay at any other takeaway. So we rarely go, but when we do, it is fantastic. It's basically restaurant quality food in a metal dish. Slugger 100, and I'm pretty sure I know who this is, Carl Titmus. Do you ever think you'll move back up north? It's a bit of a touchy subject, this one.
We toy with it every couple of months, really, don't we? I'd say about 6-month cycles we go in where we'll definitely go north and then we probably won't.
See, if you ask this question to our mums, if they were sat here right now, and I know at least one of you's watching, you would be saying, yes, they're coming up north tomorrow and never going back. Jobs, work.
Yeah, it's so difficult to know where we need to be for the best.
Jen's job is not in a particularly high demand, which means it's not like you can kind of just stop working one place and go somewhere else. Luckily, I'm not actually away for work, so it makes it easier only having to find one job.
Yeah.
If we wanted to. Cost of living is cheaper up there.
It is.
But you get paid less. I like being further south because I like being more in the middle of the country.
From here, we're commutable to loads and loads of places, or like pretty much everywhere's within a 2-hour drive of here. So you can get to London, you can get to Manchester, you can get like different places. Unfortunately, it also takes us 2 hours to get to the coast, which is a bit of a pain.
It's almost as long as this video's going to be.
We've got a lot of questions.
Melanie Mills, how old is Shep again? What food do you feed Shep? Have you chosen a name for Pip? Do you plan moving house in the future? If so, which area or the same? That's for now, I think.
Okay, so
that's a lot, yeah.
Right.
Let's break it down.
So,
Let's break it down.
Shep is 7. 6.
No, 6.
6. Shep is 6.
And a few months.
Yeah.
What food do you feed Shep?
Royal Canin.
But only because we can often get it like nearly half price from Amazon.
Yeah, we only buy it from Amazon and we never pay more than £37 for a big bag.
Have you chosen a name for Pip? Yes.
Ooh, we think
Kind
we
of.
have.
We think we're there. Like we said before, we think we're there, but
He's definitely got a middle name.
we're pretty set on a middle name, but we want the ability to change it, and so that's why we're not telling anyone. Sorry. Do you plan on moving house in the future?
Yes. Easy. Next question.
I love a driveway. Somewhere to put my car and not have to worry about people that live next door or coming to visit banging the bloody doors into my car. In fact, I can't even trust my next door neighbour to not bang. I don't know if you saw that vlog. I was so pissed off. I was sat in the car with my light on. It was obvious I was there. Next door, opened the car door into my car. I turned, stared at her, and then after, I don't know, a few seconds, 10, 15, 20 seconds or something, she goes, I don't think I hit it that hard, and then drove off. Don't get worked up, Chris.
No.
But yeah, from my own next door neighbour, I don't think I hit it that hard. No remorse. No remorse.
Nothing at all.
I'm going to get it back because we're going to have a baby and it's going to scream its head off. I will make sure of it.
We share a wall.
We do share a wall. You remember that if you're watching this next door neighbour. You're nice and all, but damn, you shouldn't have gone into my car. It's the only reason we're having a kid. That's not true. The area, we quite like the area, but it's quite expensive. Relatively speaking, it's quite expensive.
I do like the area though. It's nice.
Wherever we move to, if we move, it would have to have decent internet connection because I'm not waiting for hours for these vlogs to upload. Jinx Life, this is John. Did either of you take music lessons as a child? Was it your parents' idea or yours? How might you approach this with Pip?
Ooh.
That's a good question, that one. I like that question.
That's a very interesting question.
It's a well-structured question too. Multi-layered.
I did take music lessons as a kid. I played the saxophone and I played the keyboard. I played the keyboard first. I don't know whose idea it was. I was like 7 or 8 when I started. It could have been either. Both instruments were my choice. I remember choosing the saxophone and not actually knowing what a saxophone was when I decided I wanted to play it, but I thought it was a cool word. And I thought I knew what it was, but it turned out I didn't.
I have a similar story actually. I played briefly the cello when I was in primary school. So this was up to about 11 years old. And I remember playing the piano, but I don't know if I ever had lessons. I just remember there being a piano at my mum's house and I played it to some extent. I could press the buttons and it made like All King Wenceslas or something. But the cello...
Was it the demo button?
No, it was an actual
piano.
It was
piano.
Piano
Okay.
full, not these naff keyboards.
No! Keyboard's great. You have to hit pianos too hard.
So the cello, when I signed up to play the cello, I thought I was signing up to play violin. Mum, if you're watching this, I don't know if you know this, but yes, I thought I was signing up to play violin, and then there's this giant, basically it's a frigging huge violin. And I was like, oh, so that's where the cello is.
My mum doesn't know that I didn't know what a saxophone was.
What did she know?
I distinctly remember having a conversation with her after I chose a saxophone from like a list of instruments, and she said to me, "Are you sure you know what a saxophone is?" I was like, "Yes, I know what one is," but I was thinking of a French horn.
So I think we should encourage a blue French horn. Like an hour
Yeah,
later.
well, it wasn't.
Right, I think, I've got itchy nose. I think that we'd encourage Pip to do whatever he wants to do.
Yeah.
If you want to play a musical instrument, fantastic. We certainly won't force it on him.
No.
But I think after this, we need to make sure he knows what one is. We'll probably go on the internet and go, is this what you think it is?
That is a really sensible thing.
Yay for the internet. Dev says, take your pick of questions. There's 2. We'll probably choose both. The video's long enough as it is. Do you have a favourite video that you've recorded, and do you already know what you're calling Pip yet? Well, that's really only one question, because we already said we know what we're calling Pip. Kinda. And what was the other one?
Favourite video that we've recorded?
Yeah, by far. Yeah, you know what this one is.
Pregnancy announcement.
Pregnancy announcement. If you have not seen said pregnancy announcement, click up here. It's kind of above Jen's head, and not on her head, kind of above her head. Unless I change the crop on this, then it might be on her head. Either way, click there and you will go and see it. It is brilliant, in my opinion. A lot of people think so. We've nearly hit 5,000 views on it, which is great.
That's really cool.
Married man gaming. Q&A would be cool. Question, do you play video games much? And if so, how would you introduce your child to gaming, and would you ever play games online with your viewers? Okay, yes, I play video games, Jen, when I make her. She likes Mario Kart. I prefer not Mario Kart. But it keeps her happy, so occasionally I will play Mario Kart. How would I introduce a child to gaming?
I like that guy you knew that used to give his toddler a controller with no battery in it. So he'd play the game and the toddler would just sit next to him pretending to play.
That sounds like a fantastic
That is how to introduce your baby.
That is probably now how we'll introduce Pip. Would you ever play games online with your viewers? I don't really play online games that much. When I do, I prefer to play with people I actively know, so you can have like a side conversation about things you know. I would be open to playing online with viewers. If I could find a game, I'd be interested. The problem is, when it comes to other people, she's the only other person I'm better than. When I play online, I realise how crap I am at playing video games. I blame lag, but no, I'm really bad at video games compared to most people. I just end up spending most time dying, so I think it'd be a bit of an embarrassment. But if there was a fun team-based, I'd be up for the idea. I just don't have the time right now. I can imagine I probably won't have the time for a few more months at least.
Months?
At least. Yeah.
Years.
Well, when Pip can sit there with an extra controller it's pretending to play online with him.
That's not going to be in a month's time.
Well. Final question. Oh my god, this video is currently on... Oh shit.
Don't fall off your chair.
Currently on 23 minutes unedited, so right. Lately I've been struggling with motivation and anxiety and the like. My question is, do you have any advice or tips? This is 794 multi, by the way. Do you have any advice or tips on motivation and reducing anxiety and anything related to anxiety? If you're talking anxiety to do with videos, I can't really help on anxiety in everyday life really, but if you're talking about videos, just do it. I get quite anxious. Like a video like this where I've got to set the camera up, I get really anxious because I've got to put the lens on, get the right lens, put the tripod in the right place, find a good seat, set the lighting up. I put so much pressure on getting it right, and I think putting pressure on does make me a little anxious, and it stops me doing some videos. It's easy just to pick the camera up. I quite like that. I would say just do it, and even if you don't use it, talk to the camera, set it up, do it, look at it, edit it, don't even upload it, and do it again, and do it again. And for some reason, the camera just cut off. I don't know why. Do you have anything you want to add to that?
No, I think that's really good. I think the important thing to remember is that with videos, I can't comment on everyday life either, that you are in control. So you make the video, you edit it. If you don't like it, you don't post it.
Also, I've been wanting to lose some weight and to get into shape, and was wondering what kind of exercises I should be doing to reduce the unwanted body fat and be slimmer. I'm not looking for big muscles or anything, just something that would help me become slimmer and tone the body a bit. I've done so much looking into how to lose weight and all that sort of crap, and there is so much noise out there, so many people with so many fad diets, so much, oh, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this. What it boils down to, and I'm not going to bullshit you, sorry Pip if you're watching this, I just swore, I'm not going to bullshit you, calories in versus calories out. What I would recommend in order to help, MyFitnessPal, it's free, download it, scan whatever you're eating, it'll come up with the amount of calories you put in, how much you've eaten, and weigh your food. Basically, any time that I've lost any serious weight, I've lost previously up to 35 pounds, I think it was at one point. I barely went to the gym. I did a little bit, but it was just not eating too much crap. reduce what you're eating and make sure that it balances with your exercise. If you need to get a Fitbit or anything like that, phones now often come with step counters, which will help. What I would say though is if you do try and do exercise, it will help, because when you lose weight, if you stop eating so much, you will lose both fat and muscle. So if, in order to try and reduce the amount of muscle you lose as well, you will need to do some exercise. I'm not qualified, by the way. It's just from my experience, and when you boil everything down from what everyone says that I've read online and all the stuff over the past few years, because I've not been feeling 100% and I kind of want to get back on track, give myself a bit of a break. I think I'm going to have the next day or two off from vlogging. It's weird, when I stop vlogging for a bit, I kind of feel the need to vlog, and if we do something, or I feel that we need to vlog, or I should vlog, or I want to vlog, you might find I'll be back early. And you might find that I might not have any time off, but I probably will. Start vlogging back up on Saturday and publish for Sunday. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you.
I hope we answered everyone's question that asked. If we didn't answer your question, or you missed the opportunity to ask a question, leave a comment down below and we'll add you to a list for future Q&As, which will probably be after this one's given birth.
Oh.
So soon. It's 87 days to go.
87 days, that's it. I can't wait. Do you know, we're nearly at 200 days being pregnant now. Really close.
Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you lovely people on Sunday.